Chetana, 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 Chetana.
I'm Darsh Mandera, and I want to talk a little bit about COVID-19 and hope. As a species, we like to think of history as the impact of human actions, great man history, as philosopher Thomas Carlyle called it. But time and time again, we've seen that an uncontrollable power, infectious disease, has often changed the course of history. As COVID-19 ravages the world, people of my generation, Gen Z, will never forget the experience we're undergoing right now. The panic, the misery, the devastation of life and economy worldwide is a lesson for us Zoomers on how we can change the future. Over the course of history, mankind has repeatedly faced tragedy through epidemics, going all the way back to at least 1200 BCE, with the first recorded outbreak of influenza in Mesopotamia. Since then, humanity has continued to fight multiple epidemics: the plague of Justinian in the 6th century CE, the infamous Black Death in the 14th century, the Spanish flu from 1918 to 1920, polio throughout the 20th century, swine flu from 2009 to 2010, just to name a few. Every time, these epidemics have had the same effect. They throw the world into chaos, tearing families apart and bringing nations to their knees. Yet every time we have emerged triumphant and changed the world for the better. Historians credit the collapse of feudalism and the rise of modern capitalism to the Black Death. Lady Montagu's advocacy for smallpox variolation eventually led to the widespread adoption of vaccines. What makes our current pandemic unique is the ubiquity of technology that has enabled us to carry on with our lives in a way that simply was not possible during previous epidemics and pandemics. Amid panic, misery, and concern, we're able to utilize technology to learn, work, and socialize. Yes, schools, workplaces, and businesses have been shut down in order to comply with quarantine measures and prevent the further spread of the coronavirus. But for many of us, we're still able to participate in digital learning, work remotely, shop and sell online, and connect with our friends through social media. It's this technology that gives me hope for the future. It's because of technology that we'll be able to continue to collaborate, communicate, and disseminate information effectively. It's because of technology that I'm hopeful that the limitless computing power available today will help initiatives like Folding at Home find a solution for COVID-19. It's because of technology that we've been able to carry out the fastest response to a pandemic in human history. In just a few months since the first infection, we have now sequenced the genetic code and we have diagnostic tests available, with few countries that are seeing a dip in the rate of increase of coronavirus cases. And the aid for technological advancement to fight COVID-19 continues. For instance, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has poured over $250 million to help fight COVID-19. And there are countless researchers, scientists, and pharmaceutical companies who have all allied in our fight against this deadly disease. Yes, we would have liked the vaccine yesterday so that we can resume our normal lives and further prevent the toll on human life. But when we look back, history will show that this was the fastest vaccine development in mankind's recurrent struggle against disease. The determination of our scientists and doctors will usher hope into reality with the coronavirus vaccination. While there is suffering worldwide, I'm filled with hope and see light ahead of us. As Helen Keller says, hope sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. Thank you.